Hey Jessica, Micah Collins here. I spoke with you yesterday about getting this video over to you, but hopefully you got enough time to watch it and maybe bookmark it, send it to the owner or something. If you see that you like it and it has a lot of value, then maybe you could send it over for me. That'd be great. But in this video, I'm going to show you all the 3 things that will set y'all's company above your competition, not waste any of y'all's time or mine. So right before I hop right in, probably wondering why am I even doing this and what's in it for me? Well, the truth is, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners, they're simply too busy running their own business to learn how the internet, can actually benefit their company, move the needle for the company instead of hurt them or just sit there and collect dust, right? So I've found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do themselves to impact their own business for free. Sometimes they end up raising their hands and saying, you know what, Micah, I like you. Why don't you just take care of this all for me? So if by the end of this video, you all like what you've heard and you can see I'll have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help impact your business, shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or if you simply want to take this free attack plan and do this yourself, y'all, I'm totally cool with that, whatever's best for y'all's business. So hopping right in without any further ado, the first thing I want to go with you today is your content. Now, your content is pretty good overall. Although I would say if I was to nitpick, like your website's not bad, but if I was to nitpick off the top, I would say either make this homepage to do with Oklahoma City Metro or else make a location page that is specific to Oklahoma City Metro because there's a lot of calls you're leaving on the table. And I'm just being honest. A lot of calls you're leaving on the table not having an Oklahoma City dedicated page. Okay. Like Norman, I know that's like a suburb area of it, but you want a specific Oklahoma City area. And why this matters, if we hop over to Ahrefs, there's a little tool I use called Ahrefs.com. Runs about a couple $100 a month. But I love this tool because it allows me to see exactly behind the scenes what's going on with what we're talking about. So if we look over here, you're ranking for 16 organic keywords, but you're only getting 62 traffic on your website every month. If we look at Elliott Roofs, who is targeting Oklahoma City area, right? They're doing the things right. They're targeting with their homepage Oklahoma City Metro. They're getting 402 organic keywords. Again, some more factors. We'll get into blogs in a moment, but they're getting 2.3 thousand people on their website every single month. You can imagine how many calls that translates to. Here's the deal. As far as power and stuff, we'll get into in just a moment. I'll try to keep it as quick as I can, but y'all have relatively close power, okay? A lot of it is coming down to the content structure on your website. So again, that's the first thing I would do is make one of these main pages as Oklahoma City specific, put in some specific keywords. I'll get into that also. And then also add some more blog posts is another big thing. That your competition has like 90 blog posts every week. I'd be putting out 3 blogs if I were you every single week with a lot of high quality content. Don't just chat GPT it. Google doesn't really like that. You want to write out the content real good, nice and well, humanize it, and then send it out probably about 3 times a week if I'm being honest. That is what Elliott Roofing seems to be doing right. So, hopping right back over here, we can see exactly what keywords you're ranking for. Okay. So, like a keyword, for instance, is I'm in Tulsa. So, if I need a roof repair or something, I'm looking up roof repair, Tulsa, Oklahoma, roofing near me, something like that. Well, if we look over here, you're ranking for pretty good keywords, be honest. Like roof repair, Norman, Oklahoma, get searched 150 times a month. You're getting 16 of those people because you're on the 4th position. Not bad positioning, but that's the only one that's truly good positioning, okay? Really falls off right here. Roofing, Norman, Oklahoma gets searched 200 times a month. You're only getting 12 of those people, though, because you're on the 7th position. That's like the second page on Google. So you're not really getting a ton of traffic. As you can see, the numbers right here just really fall off as you scroll down. Whereas if we look at Elliott Roofs, we click on there, 402 keywords that they're ranking for. We go by location, we can see Roofing OKC gets searched 450 times every single month. And they get 167 of those people on their own website because they're on the 2nd position. Again, roofing companies, Oklahoma City, exact same thing. 450 times a month. They get 162 of those people every single month because they are on the 2nd position. This is really what you want to dominate on over in the Oklahoma City area, okay? And the list just goes on. Again, generating them, no telling how much cash flow, 2.3 thousand traffic on their website every single month. That's a lot, right? So I would highly recommend, again, getting those blogs up and getting that Oklahoma City specific page will really help you. And getting some of these specific keywords like roofing OKC naturally throughout your content will really help you stand up and stand out in Google, okay? Now, Jessica, before I bore you to death, again, I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can. We're having to delve a little bit deeper into this just because the this video, I mean, the potential here is just insane. So I'm taking a little bit more time on this video, to be honest. If we hop over here to Google, we're just going to pretend that we are a customer, okay? Roofing OKC. If we pop this pupper open, we can see the first section is the ad section. And, ads can work sometimes, but a lot of times they're a money pit if you aren't careful. And the truth is, only 10 to 20% of all the clicks end up going to the ad section. And a lot of those clicks are tire kickers, okay? So you want to avoid the ad section at all costs. If we scroll down, we can see this map pack section, which generates about 40 to 60% of all the clicks, end up going to one of these top three right here. So that's another great spot. But the number one spot where Elliott Roofing is really dominating is this top spot right here, which can get up to 30% of all the clicks just in this one spot. Again, not all the time. Sometimes it's more like 10%, 20%, 30%, right? But that's still a ton. As we can see, Elliott Roofs right now is getting so much from that, and the map pack. They're just absolutely dominating. So now you're probably wondering, well, Micah, that's all great in theory, but how do I actually get on these like boots on the ground? Well, the truth is, this brings me to the second thing I want to speak with y'all today, and that is what we call citations, okay? So let's just pull up OKC Roofers, right? We immediately see their name, their address, and their phone number listed right here on Google. That is what we call the NAP, or the NAP name, address, phone number. And why this matters is that's how Google finds relevance with a business, because they don't want some fly-by-night business up on the map pack, right? They want high-quality businesses up there because it's bad PR if they get a bad business up there, right? So how do you get Google to trust you? Is you get your name, address, and phone number consistently on all these citations, on hundreds of them. What citations are, before I lose you, what citations are directories like the BBB, Yelp, LinkedIn, I think so, Yellow Book, Yellow Pages, there's some old ones out there. There's just tons of these like directories for businesses you can find online and list your business for free. And if you put your name, address, and phone number consistently throughout, more times than your competition have, you'll 100% start dominating them on this Google Map Pack. And also, again, not throwing away the reviews matter, but number one is always the citations. You want to get that right, because if your name's off in this citation is different on this directory, it's all going to be off with Google, and they're not going to know whether to trust you or not, okay? So that is how you get in the top of that map pack. Now, scrolling down, this brings me to the third thing I want to speak with y'all today, and that is what we call backlinks. It has everything to do with getting you to this top spot. And I know I told you exactly how valuable this spot is. So how that works, okay? What a backlink is, without going into the technical jargon too much, I'll try to keep it quick. If you get website A pointing to website B, then website A is giving site B some of its like link juice, or like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes, and it really passes a lot of like shows a lot of confidence from one website to another, okay? And the more websites you have pointing to your website, then the more Google sees you as a powerful, authoritative roofing company in the area. And not just that, I'll try not to throw too much on you, but not just that, but the relevance of the website also matters. For instance, if you get like a local blog or an industry site, a shingle site, supplier site, you get a roofing blog, a guttering business pointing to your website, then that's awesome. Google sees a lot of value there. But for instance, if you did a job for Pizza Hut and you get a link from them because from their website because you did a job for them, well, Google doesn't really care because they sell pepperoni pizzas. You do roofing business. There's no correlation there. And I can show you exactly how that's playing out right here. If we pull up these two different things right here, we can see that you have 83 backlinks pushing power to your website. Not terrible, but not dominating in an area like Oklahoma City, right? If we look at Elliott Roofs, they have 345. Again, not a ton more than you, but they have more high quality websites pointing at them, and they have a lot more links pointing to them. So Now you might be wondering, well, Micah, does this cost a lot? How do you get these for yourself? Well, I'm glad you asked because I'm going to show you exactly how it is done. Boots on the ground. So all you do is go over here, click your competitor right in there, and you go over here to backlinks, click that on your competition's backlinks, okay? Excuse me. And you just click on any of these and get them for yourself. Literally, it's just that easy. You just scroll down, click on any of these, fill in your form information, and get that backlink for yourself. Or maybe sometimes every once in a while you have to reach out to the owner of the website and maybe pay a couple bucks a month. Like it's really cheap, okay? But you can get most of these websites for yourself for free to cheap, really easily online. It's not that difficult. And if you get all of these for yourself, here's the big deal. If you get all these for yourself, you will start taking that what was it? I mean, you will start taking that 2.3 thousand clicks on your website every single month. You can just imagine how many calls that translates to. So, Jessica, hopefully y'all can see by now that getting you all to the top on Google and getting more calls every single month is not magic. It's just a method, and I've shown you all that method here today. So, now I bet you're wondering, well, what now, Micah? Well, the truth is, Jessica, y'all can either take this information I provided y'all today and do this on your own, and I'm totally for it. You go in there and you figure out how to get the backlinks in every single one by one. It's not that difficult. It's just very time consuming at sometimes, if you get hired person to do it, I would recommend that instead of the owner because it can be time consuming. But if you want to save yourself the time and the energy of doing it all, just give me a quick call at 918-260-1694. Again, my name is Micah Collins, and that's 918-260-1694. Hey, Jessica, I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a good one.